everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is about the wildlife MCQs. So let's start. Wildlife generally refers to all species of option A mammals, option B birds, option C reptiles, option D amphibians, option E all of the above. So wildlife generally refers to all species of mammals, birds, reptiles and amphibians. So option E is correct. The most important human activity leading to the extinction of wildlife is pollution of air and water, that is option A, hunting for valuable life products, option B, option C is introduction of alien species, option D is alteration and destruction of natural habitats. So basically the most important human activity leading to the extinction of wildlife is option D. That is actually the alteration and destruction of their natural habitats. If we uncover half of the forest covering of earth, what crisis will be produced at most and at first? Option A, species will be there must be the word extinct, so it should be replaced with word extinct. Some species will be extinct. Option B, population and ecological imbalance will rise up. Option C, energy crisis will occur. Option D, rest half forest will maintain this imbalance. So it's basically option A, that if we uncover half of the forest, it would lead to the extinction of certain species. Next question is, what is the major cause of diminishing wildlife number? So why wildlife is decreasing? Option A, felling of trees. Option B, paucity of drinking water. Option D, C, cannibalism. Option D, habitat destruction. So here is option D is also correct, because habitat destruction is one of the major cause, one of the leading cause that leads to decrease in wildlife number. Which of the following is mainly responsible for the extinction of wildlife? Option A, pollution of air and water. Option B, hunting of flesh. Option C, destruction of habitats. Option D, all of these. So mainly responsible, here is the word mainly responsible, that they are asking about the major cause. So the major cause about that leads to the extinction of wildlife is, you all know, that is destruction of habitats. Viable material of endangered species. So here is what are endangered species that are about to extinct, near to, ठीक है. Viable material of endangered species can be preserved by option A, gene bank. Option B, gene library. Option C, herbarium. Option D, gene pool. So it's actually option A, that is gene bank. Wildlife is continuously decreasing. What is the main reason of this? This MCQ is repeated many times in different ways. So again, the decrease, the major cause that leads to decrease in the wildlife is option A, predation. B, cutting down of forest. C, destruction of habitat. D, hunting. So it's actually option C, destruction of habitat. Which group of vertebrates comprises the highest number of endangered species? Which group of vertebrates comprises the highest number of endangered species? Option A, mammals. Option B, fishes. Option C, reptiles. Option D, birds. So it's actually option A, mammals. Mammals has a high number of endangered species. According to IUCN Red List, what is the status of red panda? Option A, critically endangered species. Option B, vulnerable species. Vulnerable is that species that is about to be endangered in future. Extinct species that has been removed from the surface of earth. endangered species. So it's basically red panda is in the list of endangered species. Montreal Protocol, which calls for appropriate action to protect the ozone layer from human activity, was passed in. It's basically passed in 1987. Which of the following is not included under in situ conservation? In situ and ex situ conservation we will discuss in a separate video. Option A, national parks. Option B, sanctuary. Option C, botanical garden. Option D, biosphere reserve. So basically, which of the following is not included under in situ conservation is botanical garden. Chinkara. Chinkara is the only animal which can still be found in fair numbers in dash and rarely in Thal. Option A, Cholistan. B, Thar. C, both A and B. D, none of these. It's basically option A, Cholistan, that has the fair number of Chinkara. Are found in the Indus River water below Chashma Barrage. Option A, Indus dolphin. Option B, fishing cat. Option C, smooth coated otter. Option D, all of above. So basically, below Chashma Barrage, all of the above are present. Irrigated forest plantations have emerged as a new land use practice for the last dash years. It's basically about last 100 years. Option B is correct. The wetlands are one of the most important. Option A, wintering areas. Option B, green routes. Option C, A and B both. Option D, none of these. It's basically option C, A and B both, as wetlands are wintering areas as well as green routes in Asia. The major factors considered to be directly acting upon wildlife are: option A, hazards, diseases. Option B, predators, genetics. Option C, resources, human. Option D, all of the above. So basically all of the above are directly acting upon the wildlife. The species characteristics are an expression of genetic makeup of an animal species influencing the extent and nature of: option A, home range, breeding season. Option B, longevity, territory and the niche. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of these. So it's basically longevity, territory and the niche. Option B. The change is brought about by such individual and population factors. Here is the change in population. Option A, birth rate. B, morality. C, immigration. D, migration, to move any other place. Option E, all of the above. So it's basically all of the above. All these four factors are responsible for change in population. Understanding population dynamics involves rate of change from: option A, 1 year to the next, 2 years to the next, 3 years to the next, none of these. So understanding population dynamics involves rate of change from 2 year to the next. Carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is actually the capacity of environment, that how much animals or how much individuals it can support, or it can provide all services. So basically carrying capacity is a balance between option A, vegetation and animals. Option B, expression of animals density. Option C, A and B. Option D, none of these. So it's actually option C, both A and B. The Forest Act was promulgated in dash, which was later adopted by Government of Pakistan in: option A, 1925, option B, 1926, option C, 1927, option D, 1928. So basically Forest Act was promulgated in 1927. Option C is correct. Wildlife were managed under West Pakistan Wildlife Management Ordinance in 1955. 1957, 1959, 1961. It's actually option C, 1959. So here is the part 1 about the MCQs of wildlife. Part 2 will be uploaded soon. So stay connected. Thank you.